So, in keeping with the way that I do things around here sometimes, I'm reviewing an old movie. I just finished watching Pacific Rim 2. Now, I watched the first one. I'm not sure if I ever actually did a review for it. I think I might have mentioned it in a video I made and talked about how what I thought of it. I thought it was good. I thought it was really good for what it was. You know what I mean? Like, all the people that went into it saying the storyline was stupid, basic, giant monsters fighting giant robots. Like, that was kind of the point of it. But this one, like, it was pretty interesting to watch, because I'm watching it thinking to myself, wow, it was like they really paid attention to all the criticism of the first movie, and they, like, didn't do it. You know what I mean? All the same shit. They didn't do it. They kind of learned from it. The story was actually pretty decent. Like, I mean, it was still pretty basic, but there was a little bit of a twist to it that I thought was pretty cool. I liked it. The storyline was actually really good and very present. They didn't do, like, constant, never-ending, large monologue speeches meant to inspire. Like, they didn't do that shit. There was, like, maybe 2 through the whole movie, and I thought that was kind of cool. And it was funny. Even at the end of the movie, there was an interaction that I thought was hysterical. The one character looks at the other character and says, "Oh, you're going to give me another big dumb speech?" And the other character goes, "Well, did you really think it was dumb, or is that just your opinion?" And I thought that was kind of funny, because that almost seemed like the writers going, "Hey, you know, like, what do you want?" There just happened to be a lot of points where people needed to be hyped up, you know. Like, I thought it was cool, that kind of stuff. I thought it was a really good movie. The acting in it was very good. Everybody was very good. A lot better than the first movie. And what really surprised me, I'm watching the movie, and I'm looking at the main character like, that dude looks so familiar to me. And I'm thinking about it, I'm like, that looks like the guy from Star Wars. And I'm like, no, that can't be him. Because I'm watching him, and I'm like, this guy's good. That can't be him. Because this guy's really good. This gotta be a black guy that just looks just like him. And I'm sitting there going, that can't be it. Like, I can't just leave it at that, so I IMDb'd it. And yeah, it's the same fucking guy. And I'm like, it really must be the writing of those fucking Star Wars movies. It just must be, like, it just, because the dude can act. He can actually act. The guy that plays Finn in Star Wars, he wasn't bad in Pacific Rim. He was actually really good. He was really believable. He helped with the immersion of the movie. He played his character well. I'm like, oh my god. Like, it upset me even more about Star Wars, because I'm like, and they totally misused this dude's talents. Like, what? So it just pissed me off about Star Wars again. But whatever. So that was cool. It was cool to see that he can actually act. And I thought all the fight scenes were great. They didn't, they weren't like all in the dark, which was awesome. They did something about that. They actually had daytime fights, so you could see what was going on. And they were really good with still being able to, like, cover up the monsters when they needed to. You know what I mean? It was very cool. There was a lot of, like, twists where they were very, like, they reminded me of Dragon Ball Z when I was way into Dragon Ball Z back in the day. Fucking, like, because, fight this dude and he'd whoop ass, and then this Goku'd come in and beat him up, and then he'd change forms and become that much stronger, and you're like, oh my god. And it was kind of like that in this movie. It just kept fucking amping it up till the point where the action was just, got ridiculous. But it was still, it wasn't so absurd that you're like, I mean, it got close. I'm not gonna lie to you, it got really fucking close. But it wasn't, I don't know. I thought it was really good, so I recommend Pacific Rim Uprising. I think it was a great movie. It's definitely worth a watch, just for the pure entertainment value of it. Again, don't go into it thinking you're gonna see some fucking Oscar award winning. This isn't gonna be Best Picture. Not by a long shot. But it was way better than the first movie. And if you watch the first movie and a lot of it didn't make fucking sense to you, like everybody that watched the first movie, it actually clears up a lot of shit. So, you kind of got to give it that too. It made the first movie make more sense. And that's pretty awesome. So, you know, there you go. There's my review for Pacific Rim Uprising. I give it I give it 5 giant violent robots. It's my official review score for this movie. 5 giant robots. Oh, and P.S. I did notice something. I don't know what it means. I haven't figured out how this conspiracy actually works. But the guy that plays Finn in Star Wars, alright? Boyega, I think is his last name, something like that. I can't remember his first name. He plays Finn in Star Wars. And in Pacific Rim, he plays a character named Jake. He plays Finn and Jake. Anybody? Right? Like, I don't know what that means. But I'm thinking it's Adventure Time.